Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can send a message to your Facebook leads as soon as they fill out a Facebook leads form or an Instagram form, and you can send them a WhatsApp message right away and also schedule follow-up messages in case the lead don't reply. So every ad spend, every dollar you spend on ads is actually getting more out of it just by following up automatically with leads that never reply. We'll then also show you how you can create an AI bot that is proactive and can also qualify your leads for you. All right, so the first step is we're going to be connecting Facebook lead ads inside make.com, okay? This might cause some issues sometimes that you don't have the right permissions. If that happens, you need to go to your lead center and give permissions to Facebook, okay? This is where you do it. The next step is you wanna send a message to your leads in a very clean way. So what we're gonna use is we're gonna use the Make AI toolkit and then select simple text prompt. All right, here's where we're going to manipulate data for different cases. So for example, in my case here, you get the lead name and the last name together on Facebook. So I just write a prompt, you will get a full name here, just return the first name of the person. So if they return like John Cage as the lead name, you just wanna send a message that says, hi John, right? So this Make AI toolkit will just return John, so when you're sending a message, it looks more personalized. All right. If, for example, you have different leads in different languages, you could also use the Make toolkit to return like Spain or France, for example, and then use filters to send a message in Spanish or in French. The filters would be using here based on the answer. So you put the answer, and if it's, for example, equal to Spain, and the prompt would be, if the lead has a Spanish number, return Spain. If not, return France. Then you would put it here. Okay, we don't need this. And then the next thing would be, we are going to send a WhatsApp message right away. For this, we're going to be using WhatsAble, and specifically they have a product called Notifier System. The Notifier System allows you to have a full chat interface where you can see all the scheduled messages that you have. You can have AI and humans and AI replying with each other, labels, so you have like a mini CRM, and you can also do bulk messages and also allow your team to just see specific conversations that are assigned to them. All right, it also has integrations with Monday and Pipedrive, so you can see your conversations and chat directly inside your CRMs. All right, so I have already created the templates, but if you don't have the templates, you would need to go here. First, connect your WhatsApp number, and then you're gonna be able to create templates here. So for example, you can do something like hi, and then this would be the variable of the name, and then you can also put buttons, for example, so like I'm interested. So in this case, we're gonna put, hey, are you looking to buy a home? And then you can put a button that says yes, looking to buy, or you could put a button that says looking to rent, for example. If imagine you're a real estate company, okay? And then this will create some engagement, and then you can combine this with the AI bots that will handle the replies for your customers and qualify them and even follow up to your leads in case they stop replying. So this AI agent is basically like a salesperson that can do the basic things for you. All right. So after we have done this, so in this case, we're going to be sending a template here. This one is in French. And what we do is we put the phone number of the lead that comes directly from Facebook. Just simply select the variable that you can see here called phone number, and you put it here. Then your templates will appear here, okay? And in this case, we're putting dynamic images. So we're including an image of the property of the home. So this is just a publicly accessible Google Drive link to the image. And then we are adding a label specific to this person. And then we're adding here, you see, add a note. These are the automation notes that your salespeople would see in the note section. So they have more information about the lead. And this is also used by the AI to understand more what this person is looking for. And then we're adding a label of the name of the property dynamically. All right. The next step is to do a follow-up message. So we are going to be doing the same thing here. We choose the variable of the phone number. We change the template to a follow-up template that says, for example, hi, I just want to check in with you. And then what we do is you click, would you like to schedule a message? You click on yes. And then if you click here and then click on the calendar icon up here, you will see the option to click add days. All right, which is what we click. Then you add here the option now. and then 7. This means the moment we get the lead, this message will get sent, this follow-up message will get sent in 7 days. But we only want to send this message when a lead has not replied. This is just a follow-up for customers or leads that don't reply. So we're gonna go here to the criteria to schedule message. And here we have a few options. You can choose conversation paragraph if you want to look for a specific word that the lead said or you said as a condition. You can say if the last message of the user includes a specific word, or if your last message includes a specific word, or the last time the user messaged you, or the last time you send a message. But what we want to use here is if the person did not reply anything. So if the lead never replied, we're going to send that message. You could do the same thing if the person did not send any message in the last 24 hours, in case you're following up over a longer period of time. And you can always check, okay, did the customer reply in the last day? Or you can choose the condition if person replied. So only send this message if person replied is true or false. In this case, we're gonna do if person did not reply anything, and then the operator would be here exists, which means if the person did not reply, and that's true that they didn't reply, we're going to be sending this follow-up message after 7 days. And then we can send a few more follow-up messages. So for this, we're gonna go here, and then it's basically the same thing. We choose field data phone number, we choose another template for a second follow-up, and then this one goes after 17 days since the lead came. So this message gets sent right away. This message here gets sent after 7 days, and then 10 days afterwards we're doing another follow-up, and again with the condition if person did not reply anything, exist. And then again there's another follow-up here, but you're getting the point. All right, now I'm gonna show you how you can do the same thing on N8N. All right, we're gonna use the Facebook lead ads trigger. This will be whenever a lead fills out the form. Then I have here an AI that I'm asking basically to return again. I ask it two things: return two parameters. Name, just return the first name of the lead. For example, if the lead is called John Cena, just return John. And then I say if there's no real name, return friend, because sometimes people have a weird name on Facebook. So if it looks like they're putting a random name that is not a real thing, just change it for friend so that you're not sending like something random. Then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that the phone has the country code. So a lot of times people don't put their phone as correctly and there's no country code. In this case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put here, say if the lead is from Spain, for example, at +34. If the lead is from France, put +33 in the country. And then we put the full name as we're getting from the lead and the variable of the phone. So in this case, you see there's no country code. It would then look at the data and decide if it's from Spain or not. And then the problem is it returns this all together as a JSON. So what we do is we give the code, this return to a little code of JavaScript, and we just do this. You can give it to Claude, or you can just simply copy paste this. I'm going to put this in the link of the description. And then it returns the name and the phone in separate ways. And you can see before it didn't have the country code, now it has the country code. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to search for WhatsAble, and inside WhatsApp message, we're going to choose here, send message template, okay? We're going to be using the phone number that we got here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for which template we want to send. For example, let's do the first one would be actually a different template. We're gonna choose here from the fixed. Let's do company overview PDF. Okay. In this case, this has a PDF. We would put here dynamically the information from the PDF, or if we would have like the name of the customer, we could choose another template. And you can see here, let me see if we have a, here we can see this is a template that has two different variables. So we're going to put here the name of the lead, and then we could put here the name, like something specific to like the product or item that the lead is looking for. Then this would be kind of dynamically added on the WhatsApp message. So we're going to put renting the home, for example. Then we can put more information in the notes. So for example, name of lead, and we can put the full name of the lead so that our salesperson can look them up online. And we can put some other information like the phone number, and other information that the AI system or the salesperson would see in the note section. All right. And then we can add a label based on like what type of customers it is. It can be dynamically added, or you can kind of hard code it. You can just put it as an expression as well. so the AI could decide what the lead is, and then this will send a message. Now we want to have the same thing, but now we want to schedule a follow-up message. So we are going to go again to WhatsAble, and here in N8N we have the action schedule WhatsApp message. All right, we're going to choose again send template message. We're gonna get the phone number from the JavaScript part, and then we choose which template we want as follow-up. So in this case, we're gonna use this one. We can again put labels, and now we can choose to schedule the message in relative or in specific time. So in N8N, the easy way is to do this, like we choose in 3 days, for example. We do in 5 days, and only send if the recipient did not reply since this last message, or if the recipient never replied to any message. This means if the person never replied, we're going to send this follow-up message, and then again we can add labels to it. All right, and the conditions here are very flexible. So if you're creating AI bots directly inside Make, you could have a follow-up if the lead did not reply in the last 3 hours. It would kind of check in with the customer. So these things are helpful when you're doing more proactive things. And that's how you schedule follow-up messages to your leads on N8N. Now we're gonna go into Zapier, and I'll show you how this also works very nicely with our native Pipedrive integration. So here, when we get a Facebook lead, we're gonna have, similar to Make, an AI from Zapier that will basically clean the data. So we're gonna have here as the field name, we're gonna clean the data. So we're gonna put here name, and we can see that we have the full name, right? So we're gonna put here that we want just the first, we're gonna put as the input is full name, okay? And we're going to write here, you're getting the full name, return just the first name of the person. If no name is available, is there, or it looks like a random name, for example Michael Jackson, then return friend. Or okay, example, if someone says their name is Axel Meta, return Axel. If they say Lionel Messi, we can put unlikely to be him, return hi friend. Okay, and then we put the output field. So we're gonna put here first name. Now we could have another prompt here that says put the country code of the phone number. If there is no country code on the phone number, then add +33 as they are from France. So then we can put here as another field phone number, and then we choose here the variable phone. Okay, and then we can say if there is already country code, return it as it is and don't modify it. Okay, so we're gonna put here, because this is very simple, another thing, phone number, and then phone number with a country code. Okay, we can generate a preview. So we're generating here a preview, and we would see some data. Here we would see the actual phone number, but I'm giving it dummy, like it didn't have a phone number. All right, and now we're gonna go to our notifier system. It's a similar thing here. We are going to go to the setup. The notifier system is a private app, so you need to go and create an account on notifier system and click here on, doesn't matter if you're using Zapier or Make, you're going to have to click here on the Zapier on the bottom left. It will open a pop-up, and if you click continue here, it will open the private notifier system app, which is part of WhatsAble. Click accept invite and build as app, and then you will see it inside your Zapier. All right, then once you have it, you will see, and you can simply search for it by you click here, and then you will see notifier, and then you will see it's the notifier system that's invite only. the action will be send a message with your template, which will be the templates that we have created previously. And then we can choose the template. We will put dynamically the data of the phone number that we got from the AI. We can again put notes, so all the information we're getting from the Facebook lead can be added in the notes for our salesperson. So what type of page they're coming from, like any other information they filled out in the form can be appearing here. We're gonna add some labels, and then again here we can put a dynamic URL for an image. We're gonna put the name of the lead. So in this case, we're having it done by the AI, which is first name. And then we can put some other variables out of that. Okay, this would then send that message as soon as the person fills out the form. Now we wanna do follow-up messages. So in this case, what we're going to do is we can duplicate this here, okay, and put it right after. And what you do is you go here and then click schedule this message here, can be marked as true. What you do then here is schedule date and time. You choose in how much time you want the message to get sent. So for example, if you want it to be scheduled in 5 days after, in 1 day afterwards, you just do in 1D, and it automatically does schedule this for in 1 day after this lead arrived. Then we're gonna put the time zone. In my case, it's Amsterdam. And then here you have search conditions. This is basically if you're using AI agents inside Zapier. In this case, we are not using it, so we're keeping it simple. In the add search condition 2, so it's important to choose the second one, mark it as true, select and for all the conditions. So this would basically trigger only if all these conditions are correct. So in this case, we do if last message from the user does not exist, then this message would get sent. Again, here you have many conditions, so you can look into the conversation paragraph, which would look at the whole context of the conversation to decide if it wants to send a message or not. But we're keeping it simple. We just said if last message from the user does not exist, then we're going to send this message after 1 day. We can now continue, and I'm going to do another follow-up message, which is basically after 3 days. So when we do this, we're going to go to setup again. We're going to choose as the action element send message with your template. We are going to choose a new follow-up template, and then when you choose here, click schedule this message is true. We're going to say in 10D. This would do in 10 days. We choose again the time zone, Amsterdam. And search condition 2 right here, we're gonna put it true. And then we do field if last message from user does not exist. So if the person did not reply, in 10 days we're sending another message. Now we have an amazing Pipedrive integration here with WhatsAble. Let's look into it. So on Pipedrive, if you install the WhatsAble app, which is in the Pipedrive marketplace, you can see the chats are updating in the activity all the time, and you can also have it open your pop-up here with the WhatsApp chat. I'm gonna show it to you here. So, all right, so I've connected my WhatsApp with my Pipedrive app, and if we click here, your team would be able to see all the WhatsApp conversations right inside your Pipedrive. So this is very helpful if part of your flow includes adding the data into a CRM. So, and then you can also see who in your team is sending the message. So for example, if I say hello here, you would see who in your team is sending each WhatsApp message to keep accountability, as well as if it's the AI, but you would see it. So in this flow, we have a full flow from getting a Facebook meta lead ads from a form, sending them a WhatsApp message right away, then scheduling follow-up messages in case the lead does not reply, and then also creating a Pipedrive deal of that person. So we have it all together, and the conversations also stay inside Pipedrive as part of the activity. So that's how you can do this. You can now send follow-up messages and messages to your leads and have them qualified by AI with the WhatsAble tool, which is available inside Make, Zapier, and N8N, as well as integration with Pipedrive and Monday. If you need help or have questions with your setup, I'm always happy to help you do this, and I can schedule a call with me for free to get you started. All right, thank you and have a great day.